Hey everybody, it is actually a Thursday today. I wanted to put a video out yesterday, which was Wednesday, just to kind of give you a little synopsis or a little view or sampling as to what I do every day of the week, I guess. So I wanted to fill you in a little bit of what a Wednesday looks like for me. Usually, most Wednesdays, I start out with a doctor's appointment. It usually goes from about 9 o'clock in the morning until 11:30 in the morning. They do some blood work, they push some drugs into me, and kind of makes me a little bit tired, but not too bad. Um, Yesterday, I was fortunate enough to have one of my really good buddies, actually a brother to me, take me to and from the appointment. So that was a special time for me as well. We got to have some pretty good conversations, and it was just nice to kind of have someone there to give me a little bit of the support while I'm going through this. So thank you very much. Um, then after that, I come home and my kids, as I was talking to before, are both homeschooled. So I review the work that they had done through the morning. I set them up before the morning to accomplish several tasks while I'm gone, and then I review those things when I get home. And we spend some time going over different academic things, whether it be math or science or literature or Hebrew or any of the subjects that we're studying. I sit down with them individually and go through that, and that usually takes a few hours to do. So that's what I did yesterday afternoon. Then probably around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was invited by the Allendale wrestling team to come over to the high school. There's about 50 young men who are a part of the wrestling team at Allendale, and they had asked me to come over and pray over before their meal. They had a meet last night that was a pretty important meet for them, and they were just a little bit anxious about how the meet was going to turn out. So they just wanted me to come over and hang out with them a little bit, and then pray for their meal. So I went over there till probably from about 2:30 till maybe 3:15 or so in the afternoon. Got to speak with them and just throw some words of encouragement to them, and was able to pray with them. It was a great honor. It was a great honor to hang out and kind of just meet the coach, a little bit of the wrestling team, and just some great words of affirmation from him as well. So it was nice to be able to spend that time with them, and then was able to actually go to the meet. So I went to the meet, and they did great. They did actually exceptionally well. They ended up beating their rival team, which they were a little anxious about, and I think it was like 53-14 on a point basis for the teams. So it was a God praising moment for them, and it was just nice to see that light in their eyes and that excitement and that joy of life that God's given to us while we're here in this life. So great job to the wrestling team. But I wanted to fill you in on a little episode that I had while I was there. After they finished wrestling against Comstock Park, it was student and parent night. So the parents were able to walk with the wrestling students and just be recognized for a brief moment with them. When that was finished, I believe they wrestled against Lee High School, which I did not stay for. So my son Seth and I, as we were leaving, we're walking out of the gymnasium, and I caught my leg on something, or something didn't work right in my leg, and bam, I went down to the ground on my knees, and there I sat, between the doorway out to the hallway of the gymnasium and the gymnasium itself. I'm there, laying there, and I have a service dog, and he performed well. But I also it was pretty ironic to me because God sent a little guardian angel, actually a powerful guardian angel, to help me up. It was actually a gentleman that is a part of our youth ministry at Lifestream. He was one of the one of the leaders there, and his son wrestles, and he was there, and he comes up and he's like, "Hey, Scott, you need some help getting up?" And I'm like, "Yep, my legs aren't working real good, so if you wouldn't mind." So we started out just trying to get picked up the regular way, but I couldn't just get my feet underneath me, and he ended up saying, "Just grab a hold, and I'll pick you right up off the ground." So I gave him a big bear hug, and he was able to float me up off my butt and onto my feet. Got my cane under me, and I was able to get the rest of the way out of the high school to the car. But I guess it was one of those things that reminded me throughout the whole day that you and I, and everyone here are here for a specific reason, for a community of fellowship and being there for one another. And that's what Christ did when he came into this world. He was there for all of us, and it didn't matter what race or what religion or what things that you were in your past. He came there to bring light into this world through love and through his just his love for us. There was no strings attached. And so it just kind of made me remember that, you all are there and you have a specific purpose, and it doesn't matter what types of things you're facing in this world. You are there to spread the love of God into other people's lives, and that means something to me. Even in the position that I am, where now I'm looking for more help, it is very apparent to me that there are Christian brothers and sisters out there, and not even Christian brothers and sisters out there, but God's put something in each of our hearts to want to help and to be there for each other. And that was kind of the lesson yesterday, is we're here for each other. I'm here for you, you're here for me. I'm praying for you, you're praying for me. If I fall, you're there to pick me up. And if you fall, I'm there to hopefully help get somebody to help pick you up. And that's just the way it goes. So just want to thank all of you. And Chad, you are a blessing to me if you're watching this video, so thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll chat with you tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye.